hope you guys are doing well. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So today's video, as you guys can already tell by the title because you clicked on this video, we are going to be doing the TikTok foundation hack. So we are going to actually do this and we're going to see how it is. Firstly, I am late in seeing that hack all over TikTok, and I have to say, why am I late in everything? So without any further ado, let's get into this video. So basically, there is a certain way that all the girls have been doing their foundation, and I am the last to jump on the wagon. So I'm going to do this on camera for you guys. I did not try this hack before, but I am going to do it. It's a beauty hack. So I want to show you guys what's been going around. Maybe it's on the internet for a long time now, but I am going to show you guys what I've seen and what I've learned. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing our makeup in like a reverse kind of way. I don't even know how to put it to you, but firstly you put your moisturizer, then you set your moisturizer with translucent powder, then you add your setting spray. So what you do, instead of putting your setting spray at the end, you will put your setting spray third. Then after your setting spray, you go in with primer and then you layer on your foundation. Now I have my trusty makeup here and we are going to be using that. So without any further ado, let's do this and let's see how it goes. So I'm going to start off with my Pat the Lord Moisture Cream. So you guys know in my previous video I used this underneath my Huda foundation, and this is one of the best moisturizers that I recommend to you from Shop Glow Theory. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to moisturize my face really well because lately my face has been dry. So let's moisturize. Okay, now that we have applied our moisturizer, I'm quickly going to apply some lip balm. So I'm using the Signature Lip Glow lip balm, one of my favorites. This is my third one because I just love this lip balm. Honestly, it's so moisturizing and I feel like without it, I cannot live. And then let's move along, my dear friends. We are going to be applying our translucent powder. I don't know why I decided to set all of my makeup here, not realizing that I'm going to be pulling each one out. So I'm going to go in with my, I'm not going to do that, I'm going to lift this up, my Yardley translucent powder, and I'm going to be setting my face with this powder. Okay, beauty babes, I'm going to be going in with my Switch Beauty Superhero Setting Spray in Glass Skin Edition. I'm going to be setting my face with this. Whew. This smells so divine and it smells so yummy, and it has all natural ingredients in it. So definitely, if you don't have this, you should go consider getting yourself this. It's one of the setting sprays that you need to have in your collection, honestly. And you can use this even if you don't use makeup and you just want that dewy glass skin finish. So now that my setting spray is on, I am going to let this dry and we are going to move along. So the next step, as they said, is once you have applied your setting spray, you want to go in with a primer. So for primer, I have my one and only primer that I think is going to work really well with this because it's very hydrating. This is the Essence Hydrating Perfecting Primer with SPF 20 in it. This was one of my favorite primers when I had full-blown acne. It really blurred out and it made my skin look so flawless. You wouldn't even think that I had acne. And I remember back in the days, I was so active with acne that this is the only primer that I went for. So it is kind of finished because I used it a lot. So I'm just going to quickly grab a brush right here, and I am going to use this little brush here, and I am going to remove whatever product is in this little container just for the sake of this video, and I need to get my hands on another one. Okay, so I'm gonna blend this out with my hands. Already I can see that my face is looking nice and blurred out, and it feels so smooth, so hopefully this trick works for me. So let's move along. Now, once you have applied your primer, as they say, you're gonna go in with foundation. So for foundation, I have two foundations right here. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation, and this is the Infallible 24-hour Fresh Foundation. This is in the shade Hazelnut 330. This is in the shade, there's no shade, but there's a number. Oh, there you go. This is in the shade 250 Sun Beige. I think for today's video, I'm going to be using the Maybelline because the Infallible is a bit too dark for my skin. So we want to see the true, well, as I can say, how true it is. So we're going to use the Fit Me Poreless Foundation, and I didn't use this foundation in quite some time now, so I'm really excited to go back and use it, and let's see how this works out. So I'm just going to take some on the back of my hand, and I'm going to dot it all over my face. And I'm going to be using my beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend everything out. Okay, so immediately I can see that my foundation is giving me a little bit extra coverage than what it normally does. So I'm just going to add a little bit more because I feel I need a bit more on the forehead, round about there and round about here. So I'm just going to blend all of that out. Okay, my beauty babes, so this is the foundation blended out. Honestly, maybe the foundation needs to dry a bit more to see more coverage, but other than that, this looks flawless. I mean, I'm loving it. As you guys can see on camera, it looks flawless. My makeup looks flawless. Yes, I can see some marks on my forehead and my face, but I'm just allowing this foundation to dry because in the past when I've used this foundation, I noticed that when it goes on, it's really thin, but then when you leave it to dry, it does eventually dry matte and it goes thick. So I'm just gonna leave this to set, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys how the concealer will set on this, and I'm gonna like show you guys what I'm going to be doing because I feel like honestly I got a nice flawless coverage out of this, but as far as coverage for me, maybe I am using the wrong foundation to do this tutorial, but I'm not sure. Does it work only with a certain foundation or does it work with all of the foundations? That's what I'm curious about, because to me I feel like I didn't get the coverage that I need. I just got the flawlessness and I got my face looking nice and dewy. But we're gonna continue, so I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal Infallible More Than Conceal Concealer, and this is in the shade 333. You guys know this is my favorite concealer, and I am going to just conceal my face wherever I need to because we know this foundation didn't give us the coverage that this girl is looking for, and I'm all about full coverage foundations. So I'm gonna blend this out. And I'm just going to do the forehead. I'm trying not to use a lot of concealer because I want to see how this turns out. And then I'm going to go back in with my translucent powder. I'm going to grab a brush. I'm going to be using my Real Techniques brush. And with that translucent powder again, I'm going to set everything quickly because I just feel like although we applied the translucent powder under our foundation and then we applied cream over, that's not really going to absorb the concealer. So I think just to quickly powder underneath the eye is essential. So I'm just quickly doing that. So guys, while we have that translucent powder on our face, I'm quickly going to set this concealer on my eye. And I'm also going to apply some translucent powder just so I can apply any eyeshadow that I want. Now I know I do look a bit scary on camera, but that's just me, Scary Lynn. But I'm gonna let this powder set while I use a little bit translucent powder that I have here just to set the entire face, because when I do bronzer, I don't want my bronzer to actually, I don't even know what's the word, but it's like when you apply bronzer, what happens is the bronzer does not blend out properly because it's sticking to the cream products. So by setting the whole face just lightly, you're going to help that powder blend out. Okay, so basically this is what my face is looking at. Boom, I'm a ghost. But getting back to this whole routine, I think honestly everybody's in their comfort zone of applying your primer, your corrector, your foundation, your powder, your whatever, however you go about. But the basics is primer. We always start off with primer, moisturizer, primer, and then it goes on from there. For me, I have to say, I'm not gonna remember to do this tomorrow, the day after, but we're still setting the face. So at the end of the video, maybe we will see the true results, because I can't tell whether it's the way I applied the makeup, or is it this translucent powder, or is it this foundation, but we shall see how it goes. I gathered from doing this, when you apply your moisturizer and your translucent powder, you're actually setting your moisturizer and then you're locking it with the translucent powder, so that becomes your canvas to apply everything after. That's why you go ahead and you put your primer and then foundation. Whereas when you are priming your face before you put your foundation and your powder and all of that, so what happens is it's actually mixing up with your moisturizer and your primer. So by doing the translucent part before the primer, I think that's what it's trying to do. I'm not sure if I'm making any sense here, but if you guys catch what I'm saying, then that's what I gathered. But I'm just going to set my face with my Switch Beauty Superhero Spray again. I'm just going to set everything and I'm going to let this bake. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera, I'm going to complete my face, and then we shall see how this makeup look turns out at the end. I'm not really sure how I'm going to be liking it at the end of this video, but we shall talk at the end of the video. I'm just going to quickly set my face and then I will see you guys on the other side. Okay, my lovelies, this is the look for the day. I'm just going to finish up by going ahead and highlighting my face. So I have my Kali Bible Deluxe palette out. It's been a really long time since I used this palette, and I am blown away with the pigments of this palette. So this is the Carli Bybel Deluxe palette by BH Cosmetics, one of my favorite and first palettes that I've ever got. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm going to be taking this shade right here, and I'm going to be gently highlighting the high points of my face, because these highlighters are super pigmented, and trust me, you don't want to apply too much because you can end up looking like a star. I mean, that's if you're looking to be a star. I'm just going to highlight my face with it. So as you guys can see, this is the final look. It did take me some time to sink this process in. My face is looking flawless. It's looking covered. It's looking glammed. I kept it very neutral on the eyes and the lips. Just to show you guys more about the face, I did go in with a little bit more blush than what I normally do. But this is the final look. My honest thoughts and reviews on this way of applying your makeup is, I'm not gonna lie guys, at first I thought that this was a disaster and I'm not going to achieve what I was looking for, because the first time filming this video I hit a mistake. So I hit a flop, that's what they'll call it, a flop. But I have made a mistake where I was doing my eye makeup and then I mistakenly rubbed off some makeup, and that was it, because this makeup is glued to your face. So if you want to have your makeup long lasting throughout the day and the night, then definitely do it the way TikTok does it. And if you have oily skin and like a combination skin, that this will actually work out for you, because me personally, I do not have oily skin or I don't have a combination skin. So this way of doing your makeup is absolutely intense if you want it to stick like glue. As I mentioned earlier on, I think by applying the translucent powder way before any cream products, it's actually locking in and setting the moisturizer, so you can go ahead with foundation and you can apply it. So basically I love the way this makeup look turned out. As you guys can see, I have my contour, my blush, all that's happening. Yes, the concealer gave me a bit more coverage than what the foundation did, but I'm not like angry about that, because my skin can still breathe through all of this makeup. I am scared that maybe I will break out, not now, maybe tomorrow. But other than that, this turned out really gorgeous. Honestly, it turned out really gorgeous. I'm not going to be doing this every day, because obviously we don't use makeup every day. I mean, I don't use makeup every day. But yeah, this look turned out pretty good. Better than what I thought it would. As I said, if you're someone that has really oily skin, again I'm mentioning it, this is the way it's gonna work. I would suggest using the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray if you want to really lock in this makeup. I had to go in with setting spray, I think about 4 times as I was applying my makeup, because when I tell you that this makeup goes matte, it truly really goes matte. But other than that, I have to say I'm really impressed. Whoever invented this, it's a lock on, or it's a foundation routine that will keep your makeup in place the entire day. I'm going to keep this on for the entire evening and see how it goes. I did apply this makeup around about 2 o'clock today, and now is nearly 5 o'clock. So I think we're 4 hours in, maybe 4 hours in, and I didn't have a problem. When I do look up close though, for me, honestly, looking up close, I can still see some of the marks right here, but everything is smooth and flawless, and honestly guys, this gives me such good vibes. I am living for this way. TikTok really came through with this way of doing your foundation, but we shall see how it goes, because I mean, like, it's not a very hot day today, and I didn't leave the house. I'm basically in the house the whole day. So, I'm not sure whether the climate inside the house is different from outside, but if it was a really hot day, this would have been such a good way of testing it outside in the heat. And if I was running errands, I would have done it this way. But other than that, I'm really living for this look. I think this is one of the cutest, most simplest, subtle looks that I've done, and I've never ever worn my hair like this ever, never. And yeah, so I think this really turned out really well. As far as foundation, I would suggest using a full coverage foundation. This is a medium to full coverage foundation, and I did apply one layer as you guys saw. So if you really want that full, like a full flawless finish, you definitely need to use a foundation that is more thicker and that offers more full coverage, guys. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video here, don't ever forget to hit that subscribe button. If you are new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I promise you, you will not be out of any beauty content related stuff that you need, and I'm here to help you guys. So without any further ado, let's get going. I'm gonna love and leave you guys, and don't forget to take care of each other, and I am sending a lot of love to everyone out there. We are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. Let me just put it out there, it's super hard to reach 1,000 subscribers. I've been trying personally to get 1,000 subscribers, and it's really hard for me. I'm giving it my best. Hopefully the hard work will pay off, and me sitting here all the time trying to film content for you guys will pay off one day, surely one day. But other than that, I love you guys so much. Don't forget to take care and look after each other. Stay safe as well. Don't forget to use your mask and sanitize and wash your hands. Don't forget to sanitize anything that you are using when you are out of the house, and anything that you purchase and you bring into the house. Keep your family safe. We all want our loved ones to be safe, as well as yourself. I want to see you safe and continuously showing me love and support. I love you guys so much. Bye guys.